So today I'm going to show you how to transform your trading view from this draft setting into this. Alright, let's get started. So first we start by tapping the left cursor of the mouse and then bringing out the settings, and then we click on the settings. When we get to settings, the first thing we are going to do is that we are going to make sure all these places are turned off. Then go to the time zone. You are going to select your country. So for an example, me, I'm in Nigeria, so I'm going to find Lagos, and I'm going to take Lagos time. I normally use London or Lagos, but I'm just going to use Lagos. All right, now that I've got it in Lagos, the color of the candle body, the first one, which is the bullish candle, I'm going to customize the color. So I'm going to first of all go to the color tab, and I'm going to write, that's the color I'm going to use. So after typing this number, you are going to do what? Click add. Added it is right here now. So anytime we want to use this type of color, we don't need to go to add it again. The next one, we're going to click on it, and we're going to start by typing, and it's going to give us this color, and we're going to add. So now we've got those colors that we need added. So anytime you want to pick any of this color, it is already saved here. Now after doing that, we have to make sure that we leave the opacity to 100. Now we go to the border. The borders are the line that harbor the body of the candlestick. So that is what we are going to change the colors to ash. We are going to start by clicking. You can see there are varieties of ash right here, but we are going to just make sure we add our own. So you see, it picks up the color we want, which is ash, which is this particular one. So now that we've added it, we are going to make sure our opacity is set at 80. Now that same color is what we are going to put right here, which is this, and we're going to still make the opacity 80. Now the next one, wick. Wick are those lines that comes at the top or at the bottom of a candle, and it represents where price got to before rejecting. Now the wick's color, we are going to select black, and we're going to make it opacity 80. All right, everything is good to go. Now we don't exit, we go to the next one. So we are going to remove that, remove this, remove that, and then that's all. So you can see that's all. If you want to remove the title of the pair you can also remove it, but in this case we are going to leave it, and we'll move to the next one. Now on the next one, the only thing you are going to change here is going to be this. You're just going to make sure you change this to visible, always visible. Now that you are done with that, go ahead and move to canvas. Now on canvas is mostly for the crosshair and the color, the background color, and the grid of these lines that you are seeing right here. So first of all, we are going to remove that line. We're going to make the opacity 0 to remove the line. You can see that the horizontal one has disappeared. Now the vertical one has disappeared as well. Now that we've removed those lines, solid, we are going to make sure it's on solid. Now we're not going to select color, ash color next to the white color. You can see how this chart turned out to look so amazing. So now the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to make sure our cursor line is visible. So in this case, we are going to select black to make our cursor line very, very visible. And then you can still decide to change it to line. You can decide to change it to dash, and you can decide to change it to dotted line. So in this case, we are going to use dash line. All right, then watermark. So watermark is this, but doesn't really look nice. It disturbs or obstructs when you are analyzing, so we remove it. Now the test 12. Now line, make sure it is opaque. It's very zero. You don't want to see anything appearing there. Now the next thing you're going to do is that this is going to be a number you have to add. You have to add 15. You have to add 15 as well here, and you're going to add 1 right here. So what this thing is going to do is that it's going to help shape the way your candle move. So when you are scrolling, it's going to adjust it automatically for you, and this is just the setting. Now let's go to the trading. So on the trading, it is required for us to off everything right here because we're not executing our trade on TradingView. We are using MT4, so everything right here is going to be turned off. All right, then the next one is going to be event. So now on event, you see those news feeds that are here are what are the events. So you can decide to leave them on or you can decide to turn it off, but in this case we are going to leave it on. Now that we are done with this, the next thing we are going to do is to click on the template and save it. You have to save it. Don't click on the apply draft. If you click on apply draft, it's going to make it look just like it is when we started, which is the draft setting. So we're going to save it. I'm going to save my as fifth chart. So if I open another chart for an example and the draft chart is what is appearing, what I will do is that I will just go to my settings, click on this template and select this, and it will transform it automatically. So for an example, let me show you what I mean. So right now I'm going to apply draft. So you see it takes us back to that old one that is normally there when you open an account with TradingView. Now since you've saved it, click on the fave or whatever name and you see it will automatically appear. So look at it, stand off and tab loss.